Well, hello and welcome. My name is Velma. You can connect with me at velmanolds.com. This is all about your leadership chat. What does that mean? You get to listen in on valuable insights from valuable leaders just like you. I want to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe so that you never miss another episode. And if this is of value to you, please share the nuggets that you're going to take away from all these great leaders. Hey, please give a big welcome to my special guest and your valuable leader, Nia McGill. Nia, welcome to your leadership chat.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh my gosh, I am so happy to have you here. I can't believe this because for those of you that are listening in, Nia and I have been trying to make this happen, and it's been a whole year. I'd say that because this is being recorded into a new year, but
Yes,
but we were trying to do that last year, and
yes,
I believe timing is perfect. So
it
it's
is.
yeah, it's supposed to happen now. So great. Well, I know a little bit about you, but maybe folks are meeting you for the very first time, and I'd love for you to share a little bit about who Nina is and what you do.
I came out into the marketing world in 2012 when I graduated college. And so far, it's been the best thing ever. I started out in healthcare doing long-term care in Florida. And I don't know if anybody knows that, but Florida is a huge market for skilled
Yeah.
nursing and nursing care. I had to take a step back when COVID came in because it was just mind blowing of how care had plummeted and how sick people became. I actually became sick with COVID, and because I wasn't vaccinated, they unfortunately let me go. But it made me take a turn in the marketing world and go into construction. So I've been doing that for a couple of years now, and it has been so exciting just learning about infrastructure and how the construction process works, especially here in Florida with all the salt water, wind, and hurricanes that we do have.
Yeah,
Which is,
you sound like you're an expert already.
oh man, I couldn't stand it. But it's been pretty exciting because I've learned so much about buildings and lawyers and all these different things. And I kind
Yeah,
of have jumped right in. So a lot of
yeah.
people just know me as this go-getter that comes out of nowhere, but hits the ground running. So it's
I
good
know
to have
that
that
about you.
kind of reputation. Yeah.
I know that a little bit about you, how you are, you're a fast moving train. So,
Yeah.
everybody needs to just jump on it. But it's interesting because you're exactly right. Both of those industries that you have the opportunity to really get experience in and serve in your leadership capacity, the long-term care for Florida. I mean, it's just a huge market and such a demand for such a caring field.
Yeah.
And then you go into construction, which is such another industry that needs to have care and attention for the quality of the
Yes.
construction where people live their lives. So one
Hmm.
was all about serving the lives and giving a better quality of life, and now you're, still in the business of helping people have a good quality of life with the home that they enjoy.
Right. Right. It's very fulfilling.
Yeah, and a marketer. So you and I are kindred spirits. I studied marketing and cut my teeth in that world and love it. So I probably could learn a lot from you on that too for
And
another
vice
show.
versa.
All right. Well, hey, so we're going to talk about valuable leaders, and I would love for you to share a little story about who in your life is a valuable leader. You know, that person that you would say, boy, Velma, if it was not for this person, I would not be the woman I am today. So, who's that person or persons, you may have more than one, that you'd love to share with us today?
So my personable leader would have to be my grandmother. My grandmother came from little to nothing. She grew up in Georgia and moved our family to Sanford. She got married really young at 14 and had
Wow.
her five children. Um, Her relationship with my grandfather at the time was not all that great, but she stuck it out. She became a nurse in the
Mm,
early 90s, which was very hard for a
yeah.
woman of color.
Yeah.
But she climbed the ladder. And even today, we don't use banks or loans because she teaches us all about financial independence. And she's kind of our bank and loan and financial advisor and
Right.
everything we need to know. So looking
Wow.
at her defy all the odds that were stacked against her really just let me know I cannot be a victim of any circumstance, no matter what situation I'm in. I put my best foot forward and everything that I have, I'm really grateful for. So she would have to be my
Mm.
personal leader. The
So
way I
she's
raised
that
her.
valuable leader, that valuable person in your life
Yes.
that you would say. And it sounds like she taught you several things I picked up on. Of course, responsibility, right? You
Yes.
are the leader of your life. You are responsible for the choices that you make and how you respond to the situations and circumstances that happen in your life. You might not have made that decision.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not a victim of it. You can choose how you're going to respond. And
Right.
so responsibility rings true, and that's so foundational in leadership. But I
Yeah.
also heard you use the word gratitude. Uh, I mean, I think that we as individuals, and this has been a learning lesson for me, we would be so much further along in our journey and
Mhm.
untapping our potential if we just uncovered every day that little bit of gratitude.
Yeah, it's a mindset. Once you shift
Yeah.
yourself to be grateful,
Yes.
I don't want to get religious, but a lot of the times we say praise him in advance because even in the
Right.
negative times, there's things
Right.
to be grateful for.
Exactly.
And it changes your whole world, your whole outlook. And I feel like
Yeah.
you kind of bring luck to you when you're already
Yeah.
grateful for what you don't even have yet. So
Exactly. Oh, I love that. Yeah, expect the good things in life to happen. You were designed for good works. So
yes.
yeah, we can go down that road. And for those who will pick up on it will know, right? So as women of faith, you're designed for good works. And so we're here to do that. And so
Mhm.
expect good things and know that in everything it will work out for
Yes,
your
it will.
good. It might not feel good, but it'll
It'll
work
work
out.
out.
It'll work out for your good. And I love the word you used, mindset, because we all have to be intentional
Yes.
every day with our mindset and being, that valuable leader that says, I choose today to be grateful. I choose today to be responsible, like your grandma.
Yes.
I love
Yes,
it.
that is
Yeah.
true.
A strong woman in your life has created a strong woman for us.
Yes, we're going to keep the baton going, hopefully.
Exactly, exactly. All right, I love it. And so we talked a little bit about your grandma. That's wonderful to hear that story, and just to see her qualities for leadership now in your life, and you are taking that and sharing it with us. Now,
Mhm.
my question is, you know what it takes to be a valuable leader because you have been very blessed to have that person from a young age growing up, right? Your
Yeah.
grandmother. But how would Nina say she's paying that forward? We always leaders, when you're a leader, you don't create followers, you create leaders.
Yeah.
So how are you paying it forward? How do you impact others so that they become valuable leaders?
I feel like it's important to not only volunteer your time with committees or charity, but a lot of the time you have to have the heart to give with no expectation of receiving
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah.
So I'm a part of an association called CAI, and a lot of these associations have committees. And I put myself on the ambassador committee because when new people come in, like when I came in, switching over from healthcare, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't
Right.
know anyone, and I just wanted someone's coattail to hang on to. So with the ambassador committee, you kind of offer your coattail to new people. You show them around, you offer them a helping hand, you give them all the information they need to succeed, and you do it with no expectation of getting anything in return, just knowing that they won't feel alone jumping
Right.
into a new journey or trying something new or joining another association. You just have to valuably give your time
Hmm.
and give people information for free and just be the helping hand for some people who may not have that person in their life. So just volunteer time.
Yeah, and I know that you do that. It sounds so simple, but yet it has such a big, impactful,
Yes.
long lasting, impactful result.
Mm-hmm.
I know the organization well that you're talking about, the chapter where I had the opportunity to be a speaker for them and for their luncheon, and it's the CAI, not the CIA association. And I'm always reminded of that.
Yes.
But yeah, and in the idea here is truly to be a person that is a giver. We've talked about this on this podcast several times. You can't give what you don't have. So you have to fill your cup first. But
Hmm.
you can't receive anything unless you open your hand to give. So if
Right.
you keep everything to yourself, no one can't give you anything either. So you have to give
Exactly.
first,
Exactly.
with no expectation. I love that.
Hmm.
Just because you want to serve.
Yes.
And that's what leadership is all about, service.
Exactly.
We know that, yeah. Okay, I love that, and I love the fact that you talked about an association where you're making people feel like they belong. Um, One of the things I talk about quite a bit, and folks know that there are really three things in life that everyone wants. It doesn't matter if you were born in the Bahamas like me, or you're coming from Tennessee to Georgia like you and
Hmm.
your grandma. It's three things in life that we all want. Everyone wants to be seen,
Yes.
everyone wants to be heard, and everyone wants to be valued. And
Yes.
and we can do that. We can do that for everyone.
Mhm.
And one of the ways, just by giving your time, the
Yep.
most important asset that you have is your time. I
Is your
love
time.
that. I love that you talk about, I mean, you really hit some big nuggets. You talked about responsibility, and you talked about the fact that, you have to have a sense of mindset for gratitude for what you have, focusing on
Mhm.
positive things in life. And now you're talking about service. Those are big pillars for
Yeah.
leaders to really be valuable in the lives of others. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know how you're going to top this, but tell us what is one big takeaway that you would want to give to the listeners on how could they be more valuable leaders in their lives? What would you say to someone? What did you wish someone told you, years ago, to be a better leader in your life?
I would always say to be a better leader, think of yourself in the most uncomfortable position you've been in
Yeah.
and the person that you wish you had standing next to you in that time. Be the person that you didn't have.
Mm,
So I tell myself all the time, like, I'm so nervous going to this event. I don't know anybody. And
yeah.
I walk in, I'm trying to go into these circles and nobody's giving me the attention. Nobody's
Right.
giving the respect. And it's just like, if somebody was just standing next to me, holding my hand, going, here, let's walk in there together. If you
Mhm.
become that person, you'll start seeing that person over and over again in your life because life is just this full circle. So in order to be a valuable leader, be the person that you wish you had standing next to you when you were the most uncomfortable, timid, shy person ever. And I promise you, you'll get something in your hand for sure.
Yeah.
You'll get the gift that just keeps on giving. So just be open minded. I follow a creator called Gary V, and I say V because I don't know how to pronounce his last
Yeah.
name.
Me either.
But he is his authentic self. And a lot of the times I have to tell myself, I really want to fit in. I look different. I sound different. I'm not
Yeah.
like these people. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just be myself. And I get the most compliments talking in my southern twang. People are like, I want to
Yeah.
hear more. You don't fit in. They
Yeah.
want something different. They want that lending familiar face and they just want comfort, to have a genuine conversation like this,
Yeah.
but we're taking so much away from one another. So just always be the person that you wish you had at that time.
I love that, and because we always say, boy, I wish I had someone, who was there for me when I was growing. And I always say that too. I wish I had someone back then so that I wouldn't have made so many leadership mistakes or,
Yes,
just in blundering, falling all over myself, trying to learn how to lead, but not having that person like or that individual that's standing next to me that says, come on, I'm going to show you the way,
right.
or I got your back, I'm here for you, modeling it for you. And you're so right. We just need to be ourselves.
Yes.
You stop trying to fit into everyone else's definition of who we're supposed to be. And when
Right.
we do that, and I've been guilty of it, we end up causing stress in our own lives.
We
So
do.
I love being at this point in life where I'm like, okay, today I'm wearing leather. Yes, I still have on the Nike shirt, but it's who I am.
Yes.
Yeah, that's such a beautiful, a big, big takeaway and a beautiful statement of advice for us. Hmm.
Yes.
Be who you
It
wish you had.
works.
I have this quote on my wall over here. that I know you're going to appreciate because it aligns just with what you're saying, Nina. It says, who were you before the world told you who you should be?
Oh my goodness. That is so true. And as a mom of three,
Yeah,
I did not know. When my children go away for the summer with their grandparents,
yeah.
I don't know what to do with myself. And
Wow.
that's in life in general, because even from school, they're like, sit down, do this, wear this uniform. And it's like, where's your sense of individuality?
Hmm.
So I even struggle with that now today, but it takes
Hmm.
little steps of just being comfortable with yourself
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
and then other people will fall in line. So who are you before they tell you who you are? You have the choice to choose. So
Yes. We're
yeah,
going to go
I
back to
love
your
that.
grandma's advice. Choose the person you want to be and and know that you have such depth of untapped potential
Yes.
that for you don't have to settle where you are now.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Nope. It's
yeah,
all up to you.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, and I know not having kids of my own, but having a deep responsibility for family.
Mhm.
As women and maybe a few good men here too, we might spend more time on our FaceTime than we do, on front time with the people in our lives, trying to
Yeah.
fit in, trying to get that right look or that right package to make sure we fit in with everyone else. And we
Mhm.
need that front time with all of our those that we love. So
You do. They
be who you
appreciate
are.
it.
Yeah.
You really do.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Tell listeners how could they learn more about you and connect with you if they would love to do that. I'd love to give you the opportunity.
Of course, I wish I was more tech savvy and had more social media platforms, but I'm only on LinkedIn. And it's just Nia McGill, Nia McGill. I post often, I post frequently. I show you the places I go, the people I meet, and sometimes I even tell you what I learned from them. And I
Mm,
always tag them so that if you're interested in them and want to, learn more about their business or possibly network with them, you can just click on it within my post and I'll
mhm.
be as helpful as I can. So I would love to say hello.
Yeah, you're a servant leader for sure. I got that down, big part of it. Well, thank you so much for juggling schedules and making this work for us to connect.
You had to. You
Yeah,
are
get
like a magnet. I'm like, I need to know what Velma's doing. I'm gonna talk to her. You're amazing. So thank you
Oh
so much
no,
for this.
I'm just trying to walk the path that's been designed for me to make sure that I help as many people as I can uncover the valuable leader in them and live into their God-given potential.
We
Yeah.
appreciate you. We definitely
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been fun. So, I will stay connected, and I hope that everyone listening will feel free to reach out to Nina, follow her on LinkedIn. We'll put that right here in the show so folks can connect with you. Give us your LinkedIn address. So it's your name, person,
It's
just your.
just my name. First
Got
name
it.
Nia and McGill.
Okay.
McGill.
Okay, we will make sure we put it into the show notes here as well for those. Thanks so much for your time. I
Thank
appreciate you very,
you.
very much.
Thank you, Velma.
Hey, thanks so much for watching another episode of Your Leadership Chat. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button here and tap that bell icon so that you never miss another episode. I hope too that you'll give us a thumbs up on the video for a like. And then if you feel led, please share the video with those who need to see it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Your Leadership Chat. Bye for now.